Hey guys,
It's Grace and Kay. Welcome back. And today we have, one 21-year-old, two 23-year-olds who've had good, smart lives, gone through college, one still going through college. And we're just asking
them
advice
questions
for us and for you.
Let's get on to the video.
Oh my gosh.
What?
It's not a good layout. We're just sitting like this.
It's really no good. What sacrifice did you make most when attending the rigorous courses of college or like starting your job?
My name is Maddie. I am a medical student and I'm in the MD PhD program at Indiana University. So it's an 8-year program and I'll get my MD to be a doctor and my PhD. So I can hopefully one day run my own research lab and see patients in clinic. And I'm 23 years old. Sacrifice. I basically have sacrificed most of my free time, like hanging out with friends during the week, social interaction with people. Basically, in medical school, you have to study a lot. I think it is important that there have to be some non-negotiables that you don't give up in order to keep your sanity. Like my non-negotiables are like, I work out, so I kind of can manage my stress. Like I take Fridays off, always.
I'm Riley. I've been on Grace and Kay a couple different times before. You probably remember me. So I'm 21 years old. I am a third-year student at DePaul University in Chicago. I study English and creative writing. As far as like sacrifices, because I live in Chicago and I chose to live in an apartment, I have to pay like rent and for groceries, so I work 3 jobs. That I had to make some sacrifices. Like I don't get to work out in the morning. I don't get to like see my friends during the week. I mean, I see them at work because I work with a lot of my friends, but like I can't really go out because I have to work, and then when I finish working I have to like do my homework. Because I chose to go to school in the city, rent is expensive for an apartment. I have to work a lot in order to be able to, pay for all of my bills and my food.
Yes.
You've never been on Grace and Kay?
I've never been on this. Oh
don't
my
think
god.
I've ever
Okay. My name is Nicolette. I won't go by my government last name. I am a teacher. I'm also 23 years old. I teach bilingual math and science for 4th graders in Dallas, Texas. A sacrifice that I've made, I chose to move to Texas because they pay first-year teachers really, really well. There's a lot of like additional ways to like increase that like salary. My brothers are also in college and my parents are working really hard to like provide for them. So I wanted to kind of like lighten their load by being on my own. And I think the sacrifice that came with that is just kind of being apart from family, being apart from a lot of like systems of support. I went to college in St. Louis. A lot of my friends, like my hometown and from college, aren't in Texas. So I think it's kind of been a little bit lonely. With that, financial stability has given me like a lot of freedom to come back and visit people when I can.
Who are some people that have inspired you?
I chose to be a doctor because of my mom, because she has diabetes.
You love trash.
And then also there was a doctor that I worked with at University of Chicago, was an MD PhD. His like work-life balance, like his time spent in the research lab versus his time spent in clinic, and I really liked how that was. So
I had surgery at University of Chicago, so I got you in there. My family, like my mom and my dad, because my parents like really allowed me to choose a major in a path that like I wanted, and I know like a lot of my friends were like pressured into like the STEM field. A lot of my professors really have inspired me. Gotten really close to a lot of the professors. Like they've just like always like really believed me. I've taken a lot of the same professors like multiple times and developed relationships with them.
My mom specifically, she was raised in Mexico. They moved to the United States. She didn't know English, so she couldn't take the exam to be an accountant. She decided that she wasn't going to speak Spanish in the house. She started taking English lessons, and I just took a job to kind of help support my dad with the bills. As I've grown up, I've been able to really admire the sacrifices that she made as a mother, and also like as a woman that has always desired a career for herself.
If you could change something like college from now, what would you change?
I think if I could change anything, I think I would have been better at communication with like home and also like my home friends. I don't think our relationships have negatively affected, but I think that there are definitely points in my life that I think I would have liked to have shared in the moment more with Maddie and Riley and their family, just because like they've always been in my life. I'd like to have just been better at communication.
At least in my experience, like the friends you make in your freshman year are not really the friends that you end up keeping like throughout college. I really wish that like the friends that I'm like super close with now, and I know they're like my forever friends, like I wish I had met them or like gotten to know them sooner, just because like after college everyone does kind of like spread out, and it makes me sad to think that they won't be in my life anymore. I don't know, I wish I could have like gotten into like a really strong friend group sooner, because like the friends I was friends with freshman year, like most of them like weren't that good. Like that I could like redo the first semester of my freshman year.
This is just kind of like a life goal of mine. Like a lot of time I put school before friendships, which like is not very good. But undergrad is like my time to like relax a little bit and have more fun with friends, and I like didn't do that because I was just stressed all the time anyways with that too.
How would you
You're killing
advise
it.
someone to stay healthy and have a good mindset?
That's good.
I know, I came up with it.
You have to make time for yourself. Like every day I wake up and I work out. If I don't, I'm gonna feel like trash. And it relieves my stress. Like your groove, like what you want to do.
This girl is kind of inspiring, ladies and gentlemen. 10 years old and does not drink. That's
just my choice. There's nothing wrong with drinking.
and she's open about it. That's great.
Yeah.
Also like speak to like kind of like having a balance. College can easily go like very strong in one direction, the other direction. I know some of my friends that like partied all the time, like did really bad in all their classes because they like, were like incapable of like finding a balance between like school and social life. Not procrastinating is helpful, also very difficult. So like kind of splitting up your work, getting stuff done every day, and then like having some free time on the weekends. You know, go out with your friends or like go hang out or whatever your scene is. It doesn't have to be a party. It can be low key. But
I think that that's something that I'm still learning right now, as I thought I had a really good balance, but I was very much willing to drop anything at any given time if like my friends like needed me. Could have been at the library at like 2 a.m. and my friend would have been like, I am having a really bad like time right now, like, you know, like I'm stressing out or whatever, and I would run to her dorm and pick up like snacks on the way and just like sit on the floor with her until like 3 or whatever. I think that that's like not something that I would sacrifice, but I think I would definitely have been a little bit more communicative about like boundaries that were important for me in order for me to be a successful student. Back to the kind of the health mindset, I think what has been really helpful for me is when we talk about self-care, a lot of people associate it with like certain activities and you're just like, oh, did it. Like, I think if it doesn't provide you relief, don't have like the desire to do it in the moment, then it's not going to provide you any self-care.
What was the best experience brought upon from college?
I think to a specific moment, somewhere where I never really saw myself, like I never really thought that I'd have the opportunity to travel. College kind of gave me the opportunity to afford that. I was on a scholarship, I had financial aid. When I went to Uganda to do research, I bought a dog because it was $10 US dollars. So I bought a puppy in Uganda. Also, puppies need so much care. I've never owned an animal in my life. I'm living with my friend who's also doing her own research project. I convinced her to go back to the residence home that has the dog, and I convinced her to buy a dog. Then we had 2 puppies in our bunk bed hostel room. Also so hard to find like puppy shots and like get care for puppies in Uganda. The dogs had fleas. Every night we were picking fleas from these dogs.
mine's not crazy. I was just gonna say that I love the place that I've gotten to work at. One of my jobs, I work on campus as a writing tutor. Like I'm friends with my bosses. Like at the end of the year, we have this big award ceremony called the Liz Awards, and everyone dresses up really nice. Like we all go out after. Getting to have that kind of community, like I feel like it's like the best. It's like the best workplace community I'll probably ever have. I feel very lucky to have gotten to be a part of it, and like to have, you know, these like great end of the year like events where we just get to all like be together.
Learning, this is kind of cliche. Looking back and be like, wow, I actually did all that. Like learning kind of like to like believe in myself a little bit. Like there were a lot of moments, especially in engineering, where I'm gonna fail this. I literally don't know how to do any of this. Looking where I started, freshman year engineering, it was like the worst class ever. And then like graduating and getting into this program and feeling like, wow, I actually do know something. And just like learning to trust myself, especially with the knowledge that I learned.
It's just really good advice and just like good to hear, especially for me going into college and just Kitty going into high school. And
Oh, thank you guys for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed.
Be sure to like, comment, subscribe.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Peace.